Alright guys, welcome to episode 2. All I'm going to do here is just do releases and signings. So just go through the roster, put down people to NXT that I don't really need at the moment, and just get rid of people that I don't like, basically. And then obviously just do some signings. So first of all, let's go through the roster, just get rid of some of the people that I don't need. Aiden English and Simon Gotch I'm just not going to use at the moment, so I might as well just send them away. Too many pop-up boxes on this, far too many pop-up boxes. So send them both away, that's all good and done. Alicia Fox, don't need, send her away. I'm going to send Baron Corbin away. Now that might be unpopular with some people, but I know this game too well and he doesn't perform as of yet. He will do. A bit like Apollo Crews. I think he will be big later on, even though I'm not a massive fan of him in real life. But yeah, I think he will improve later on. I've made the decision that I'm not going to do the Cruiserweight title. I'm not going to do the Cruiserweight division at all. I'm not having it on Raw or SmackDown at all. I'm just going to have them in NXT or get rid of the ones that I don't need. So, sorry if that's an unpopular decision. They don't get over very much in this game. I've played it before. I'm just doing the best, obviously trying to get as many, really good matches, really good feuds going with some of the really good young guys and some of the older guys. And the cruiserweights just don't cut it in this at the moment. I don't want this to become like a really poorly scored show because it's just not going to get anywhere and I'm going to get bored of it really quickly. Braun Strowman, another one. Rated very good, basics quite good, obviously really good on power, terrible on the microphone, doesn't have much charisma. I'm going to send him away. Develop performance entertainment skills. He doesn't like the decision, but I'm sorry, he's just going for the time being. Carmella, no use, send her away. I don't think she's even close to being ready, to be honest, even in real life. I just don't think she's close to being ready. I'm not invested in her character whatsoever. She's got potential, very attractive young lady, obviously. But yeah, just no use for her. Dana Brooke, don't need. I don't think she's very good anyway, so she's gone to NXT. Darren Young, yeah, I don't want him. I'm going to release him. I just don't need him. I think we all know the reason why he's still on the roster, but I'm not going to go there. Emma, she's got very good ratings. I think she can do very well. Even Marie, not ready. Send her away. Even though she's ridiculously hot. Fandango, do not want. Release, not interested in keeping Fandango at all. I just don't think he does anything. Drew Gulak, again, one of the cruiserweights, just send him away. He might whinge about it, but I don't need him. He didn't even whinge about it. That's awesome. Epico, I'm going to release. I'm probably going to get Primo. Yeah, Primo's complained. Well, I don't really want him, to be honest. So, and he can go as well. So I'm just not going to use him. Grand Metallic, send away. He's probably going to complain about it. No, he hasn't, which is great. I haven't had anybody complain about it. Oh no, I have, sorry. I had one complain about going away to NXT and Braun Strowman. Again, don't need him. He's just not going to get used. Again, with Harv, he's just not going to get used either. So we're slowly filling out this roster, getting rid of just some of the people that are just not going to be used on my roster. They might as well just go down to NXT and obviously develop the skills some more. Jack Gallagher again, I like Jack. I think I've seen him work for ICW over here, and he's a talented young man. And his gimmick is kind of funny, I suppose. He needs a bit more character development for me. James Ellsworth, not interested. There's nothing that needs to be said about James Ellsworth. Jason Jordan and Gable, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with them. If I am going to keep them on the division, then I'll figure that out a bit later. Jimmy Jacobs, again, a colour agent, so he's not a problem. Jimmy Uso is fine. Jinder Mahal, I just don't need. He might as well just go and get himself another promotion because I just don't need him. What else have we got here? Connor, I can't stand the Ascension. Can't stand them at all. they've done nothing but screw up since they came to the main roster, and I just because of that, I just don't want him. He's complained. I don't care. He's not going to be used at all, so he might as well just go to NXT. Mojo Rawley can say goodbye. I know he's just won the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. I do not rate the guy at all. I'm just not interested in him. Zack Ryder, I'm going to keep actually because I need some jobbers. Victor, 36 already. Terrible momentum. I just don't need him. He can go elsewhere and he can make more of his career, hopefully, and he might be able to come back. I don't know. TJ Perkins again, good, but rather just he would go on NXT. Tamina Snuka, awful. I'm going to send her away to NXT, but I really should release her. Tozawa, another good one. He doesn't like going to NXT, but he's going. Tony Ness, again, another one. He's good, but he's going to NXT. I don't need him at the minute. Sorry, it's a bit repetitive. I don't really know what else to say while I'm doing this. Again, I know some of these are probably going to be quite unpopular. Rosa Mendes, another one. Just don't need. She's just not going to get used. There's no point in having her on the card. Rich Swann, again, another one, but I'm just not going to use him. He might as well go to NXT. Who else have we got? Primo, obviously he's going to go because Epico's gone, so there's no point having him on the roster. He's gone. Noam Dar, again, another fan. I'm a fan of Noam Dar's. I like him. I think he's a good worker. Again, he's another one who will benefit from being in NXT. Nia Jax, I'm going to keep her for the time being. Neville, going to keep her for the time being. Mustafa Ali, might as well just go to NXT. No use for him at the minute. Anybody else here? I think that's it for the minute. I don't know if there's anybody else I can send down, or anybody else that I want to release. I think everybody else is pretty good, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of Summer Rae. She can't really work, can she? I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I suppose she's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose I'll keep her for the time being. She's rated very good in the gimmick. Being a bitch, being cocky about being a bitch. Always make me laugh, the gimmicks. Big Show's not going to be around for much longer anyway. Titus O'Neil, he's one I definitely want to get rid of. I don't know. I don't know how I'd ever get that guy over, to be honest. I just don't see how I'd do it. The rest of them, I think I can work with. I think the rest of them I can work with. Definitely. So that'll be it for... In regards, actually, I'm going to send Shelton Benjamin down to NXT just solely because it's an injury recovery thing. I don't know what I'd do with him yet anyway. So that would do for current roster. I think that's everybody who I wanted out is out, and everybody who I wanted, oh no, I lie, Tyler Breeze, back to NXT. Doesn't like it, don't care. Again, I just don't see myself using him in a minute. So yeah, okay, I really do think no, it's not. I keep saying that Curtis Axel, no use for him at all. He might as well go. Yeah, there's no need to have him about, to be honest. Brian Kendrick, again, not going to use him. He doesn't like going away, but he might as well. Bo Dallas, another one to send away to NXT, just not going to get used. Yeah, so I think that is it. If I have to come back to it, I will come back to it on another episode, but I highly doubt it. I think that'll be just fine. Now, new signings. So we're going to go to workers, and obviously this gives you a list of all the workers in the world that he's got on there. I think there's over 4,000 that the guy who created the mod put on there. First one I want back is, like I said before in the previous episode, I have tweaked things to make people who are out of the business back in the business and available to sign. And the first one I want back is April Brooks. She's just awesome. She's a great diva. I keep saying diva. She's a great women wrestler, and she's going to be one of the best ones in the gaming world. So to have her back is definitely something that I want. and that kind of goes hand in hand with me wanting to sign CM Punk back. A lot of people are probably going to roll their eyes at this. Let's face it, he's number 2 in the Power 500s for a reason. He's one of the best workers in my opinion of all time. His stats are ridiculous: 91 basic, 90 safety, microphone 90, charisma 86, star quality 80. I mean the guy's top notch. I can re-sign him. I can put him in the main event straight away. And he's just gonna get amazing ratings for us, and I can put him with a lot of the new guys on the roster, and they're gonna have some fantastic matches. So hopefully I can get Punk back before he signs for somebody else. I wanted Dave Bautista back, mainly as a kind of paper appearance kind of a deal. I don't really need him to be on the roster all the time. He's going to be probably a SummerSlam, Royal Rumble kind of Mania guy who I can do a program with. Apparently Booker T doesn't get on with Batista. I don't really care, to be honest. Again, paper appearance. I don't need him to be available for everything. He only wants to work A shows and pay-per-views, which is fine for me. I haven't got a problem with that. I wasn't really intending to use him on house shows or B shows anyway. So that's all good. Couple of developmental guys that I want. Zack Sabre Jr. being one of them. One of the best young workers in England, the UK at the moment. He's PWG World and Evolve Champion as well. So if I can get him in NXT, I really think he'll go far in the business. He needs to work on stuff like his microphone and his charisma, but his in-ring abilities are already really good, and I think they're only going to get better. Same sort of deal for Will Ospreay. Again, only 23, and he's already pretty damn good. Again, needs to work on his microphone skills and his charisma. That's what he can do when he's in NXT. It's what the whole thing is actually based for. I'm just kind of stating the obvious at the moment, aren't I? And that's that done. There's a couple of other guys that I wanted to sign, like Adam Cole and Kenny Omega, Ricochet, those kind of things, but I wanted them to go to NXT first. And they really, in previous saves, they won't sign a developmental deal. They already feel that they're above that, and to be honest, that's kind of understandable. I am going to try and sign Ric Flair back, mainly because he's a great manager. Yeah, and I think it's a paper appearance job. I don't want him to involve ring work. I'm not sure if he will sign the deal, to be honest. Whenever I've tried to sign him before, he always says he just wants to retire in peace. But we'll see how it goes. And that's really all I wanted for the time being. I don't really want anybody else at this time. There will be some time in the future, obviously, where I'll try and shake up the roster. But that's it for this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I know the first few episodes are a bit tedious before I go ahead and start booking shows, but I just wanted obviously to talk you through exactly how I'm going to go plan it. Thanks for watching, and if you obviously like, subscribe, and cheers.